Hello and welcome to What the Blank. I'm your host, Marshall Bailey. Let's meet our panelists this evening. First, we have veteran What the Blank panelist Charlie Fern. Next to Charlie, we have flyer reporter Michelle Keene. Right next to Michelle is legendary juggler Derek Sander. On the second row, we are happy to have general manager of WXSU, Taylor Still. Next to Taylor is the sweaty Mike Mott. And last but not least, please welcome to What the Blank panel, international superstar, Karis Lund. And those are our panelists this evening. Let's play What the Blank. You probably already know how this game works, but I'll explain it anyway. I'll read a question with a blank in it, and our panelists will fill in the blank on their extra large note cards. Then our contestants will guess the word or phrase that the panelists used to fill in that blank. Each match equals 1 point. And the contestant with the most points at the end of 3 rounds will go on to play the bonus round. Well, they will have the chance to win a double pack of disinfectant wipes. When life gets dirty, wipe it down twice. All right, now let's get started. So first, let's get to know our contestants a little bit. So Andrew, you are a junior here at Salisbury University, and a caddy at a golf course.
Yes,
So tell us about that. I've never played golf other than putt-putt at the beach.
I actually work at the golf course too. So I work at Cripple Creek Country Club. It's in good old Dagsboro, Delaware. I get to carry clubs around for an entire day for old people. It's kind of nice, but you get good money. So
Nice. All right, so Kevin, you are the I don't want to say anything wrong here because I might get fired. So you are the vice president of the SUTV.
Right, I'm the vice president and also the program director, too.
All right, cool. So what kind of things did you have to go through to get this gig?
I mean, I was elected pretty unanimously, so not very hard to get. But I've
No slander campaigns?
No, but I've been, a part of SUTV for the past 2.5 years, so I know my way around pretty much a lot of things. So.
Okay. So let's get started with the first question. But first, to see which one of you goes first, let's do a coin toss. Andrea, you're closest to me, so you call. Heads or tails? All right, what is that? Heads, you win. All right, so our first question this evening is, Sally said, "I'll never have dinner with Mike Mott ever again. The last time I did, he made me blank." Sally said, I will never have dinner with sweaty Mike again. The last time I did, he made me blank. All right, time is up. All right, Andrew, let's hear your answer.
I want to say sick.
The last time I did, he made me sick. All right. So, Charlie, what did Mike Mott do?
I think there's a definitive answer here. Sweat.
The sweatiness is contagious around Mike Mott.
Yes.
All right, Michelle?
I said belly dance because that would make me never want to go there ever again.
That's a really weird situation.
He took my, in my defense, I was going to say sweat too.
All right, Derek?
Yeah, Charlie and I were kind of on the same page. He actually made sweaty pudding for dessert.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
If Charlie was a contestant, that'd be a point. All right. Taylor, Sally said, I'll never have dinner with Mike Mott ever again. Last time I did, he made me blank.
I just said fried chicken. I heard sweat and I thought fried chicken.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not terrible food, I mean.
Somebody's got to give a real answer.
All right, Mike?
Well,
What did you do to this girl?
I like to think Sally's just jealous and bitter, Marshall, so he made me realize just how inadequate my cooking is. Sally. Jealous. She doesn't understand.
All right, and Karis?
He made me eat all my greens.
Inexcusable.
That's a good reason
that
to
would-
not
that
go
would-
back.
All right. Sorry, Andrew, no points on the board for that one, but maybe Kevin will have better chances. For our next question, actually, before we do that, let's get to know our panelists a little bit. Now, Charlie, I think everyone at home knows you best, but you always can think of something else to tell us. So, tell us, what did you do for Halloween this year?
Well, I'm a college student, so I naturally don't have all that much money. So this year I went to the academic commons and printed out a piece of paper. I put on the American Idol logo and a big number, and I was an American Idol contestant for Halloween, and I got a $3 burrito out of it, so I'm not complaining.
Did you hit up all the karaoke bars on the way?
No, they didn't even ask me to sing. They should have asked me to
I
sing.
want you to show everybody else off, man. They were jealous.
Yeah.
Scare the customers.
So was it any contestant in particular, or were you just Charlie Fern?
I was myself, but the number was from an actual audition from this girl, Renetta. She was crazy. Look her up.
All right, and Michelle. Now, right here I have the show that you like the best out of the whole world. What is that show?
The 100.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the 100, because I've heard about it but don't know anything about it. So sell me on it.
And it's like another dystopian society thing, and like the world ends, but then they come back to the world, and there's these grounders, and they have to fight them, and it's awesome.
All right.
You
So
got me.
now we'll actually go to our next question. Okay. You can always tell when Frank Perdue goes out with one of the chickens. He always comes home with chicken fat on his blank.
Choose wisely.
I need it repeated.
What are the words we're not
You can always tell when Frank Perdue goes out with one of the chickens. He always comes home with chicken fat on his blank. All right, time's up. Kevin, what did Mr. Perdue have chicken fat on?
I'm going to say his nose, probably because he likes to smell it.
Okay, that's a perfectly decent answer.
Eskimo kisses.
Charlie,
Well, all the pictures that I saw the man, he was bald, so he decided to get a toupee, but now it's ruined, obviously.
okay, Michelle.
I went with a logical approach. I said boots.
All right, that's very good. Derek.
He likes to keep relatively clean, so he got it on his bib.
Oh, good. He's not a messy man. All right, Taylor.
Well, I said his tongue. I don't.
I don't know
Where else would
why.
you put chicken fat? On your tongue. It was on his
I
tongue.
don't think outside of the box.
It's on
man.
his tongue.
Is that where you put chicken fat when
I put
you
chicken
have
fat
it in
on
the
my
house?
tongue. Yep. In my mouth.
All right, Mike, what'd you put?
Just imagine old Mr. Perdue comes home a little late at night and his wife finds chicken fat on his collar. Got some explaining to do. Man.
He's been up to something. And Karis, where did Mr. Perdue have chicken fat?
I just said simply his face.
Ooh, give him a half a point.
So
All right, that's a point.
Oh, man.
The nose is on the face.
Let's go.
All right. And now we'll go on to round two, right after a message from our sponsors. Welcome back to What the Blank. Now, before we get any further, let's get to know our panelists a little bit better. So, Derek, it says here that you are the expert on ice cream. So, I need you to answer one question for me.
All right.
Which brand of ice cream has the best vanilla flavor?
Ooh, that's a tough one. It's actually a brand that not much people know about. It's Purdue ice cream. The ingredients are a little bit iffy. They don't
Dairy
really-
isn't even in there.
I don't know if dairy's in there, but yeah, it tastes the best. That's all that matters, so I'm going to have to go with Purdue.
Okay. Now, so Taylor, I know your favorite color.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite color is green because of the Green Power Ranger, which is the coolest Power Ranger.
So true.
Your color isn't a Power Ranger, and I just
No.
can't get behind it. So,
No.
what is your favorite color?
My favorite color is purple. I like the way it sounds, and I like the way it looks. That's purple.
Okay, it is kind of a funny word.
Yeah, purple.
Right next to periwinkle.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
All right. So let's get on with the show. So our next question is, people say the darndest things on Facebook. Yesterday, my Aunt Susie posted a status that said she'd rather blank than vote in this year's election. People say the darndest things on their Facebook. Yesterday, my Aunt Susie posted a status that said she'd rather blank than vote in this year's election. All right, time is up. Let's hear it, Andrew.
I think that she'd rather die than vote.
Okay.
Damn.
Charlie,
Well-
what would she rather do than vote in this year's election?
Well, funny thing is, I actually have an Aunt Susie. She's my godmother, and she's a teacher, so I said teach.
That's completely logical.
Do her job.
Why didn't he think of that?
Right?
Like, come on.
All right, Michelle.
I said get trapped in a fire.
Okay.
Violence.
That's a point.
Jeez,
I'll take
man.
it. I'll take it. I'll take
That's
it.
All
dark.
right. Derek.
My answer kind of speaks for itself. It's B. Monica Lewinsky.
All right, let's throw it back over to Taylor. People say the darndest things on Facebook. Yesterday, my Aunt Susie posted a status that said she'd rather blank than vote in this year's election.
I said that Aunt Susie would rather run for office than vote.
Take action
Okay.
in her own hands.
Would she not even vote for herself?
No, she's not going to vote. She's just going to run for office.
I'll
That's
vote
how
for her.
sad it is. I'll vote for her too.
All right, Mike.
What's her name?
Aunt Susie.
Aunt Susie.
You don't know your own aunt's name?
I thought
Come on.
Susie would rather boat than vote. I don't know, dude. We get like 5 seconds to answer.
I support that.
Yeah.
Karis?
Aunt Susie would rather spend a weekend with her mother in this crappy seaside town called Clacton in the southeast of England than vote in the election.
It was close. It was close.
That's definitely exactly who I am.
You really read Andrew's answer.
They were on the same wavelength.
All right, so that is 1 point for Andrew. So it's tied right now.
Yep.
So it's anyone's game. So now let's go for our next question. My mom said I'm too old to trick or treat. So this year, instead of trick or treating, I went blanker treating. My mom said I'm too old to trick or treat. So this year, instead of trick or treating, I am blanker treating. Time is up. So, Kevin, what did you do instead of trick or treating?
Clicker treating.
Click or treating?
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Online.
This one's in the
like
bag.
order candy online.
Buying
This one's in
candy
the
online.
bag.
Order candy on. Yeah.
This one is in the bag.
It's like Black Friday, but for
Yeah, absolutely.
but for candy.
The next day, after Halloween. That's when everybody buys their candy, right?
The Cyber Monday for
Right.
Halloween.
Anybody?
I would.
All right.
I would too.
Thank you, Charlie.
All right, Charlie, what did you do instead of trick or treating?
Well, since they're older and it's 2016, they were Ubering. instead of entreating.
Entreating. Is that
Getting
like riding around in an Uber and throwing candy out the window? Or
No, I was
getting
thinking
candy thrown
they
at
might-
you?
Yeah, that.
Taking all the work out of it.
All right, Michelle?
I said stealing because if like they're not gonna give you the candy, I would just like take the bowl and then I would run.
Steal or treating, okay. Derek?
Clown. It's a classic answer.
Clown or treating?
Clown or treating. It's not fun.
You either
it's
give
really
me a
not fun.
treat or bring a clown over and you give him a treat.
Yeah. The treat is not fun.
Taylor, what did you do instead of blank or treating?
I tax or treating. You'd be happy.
Oh, it's not tax season yet.
I'm an adult. I have to.
Mike?
Well, me and Kevin were colluding before the show, and I thought we both agreed on this answer, but staying home and drinking boxed wine or treating. Whatever.
Or treating.
Or treating.
And Karis?
I figured we're all college students, so I said napping or treating.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Trick or treating is late. Who has time
my
to stay up that
bedtime.
late? All right. So that's the end of round 2. Now let's throw it over to a commercial break.
Please.
Well, you know how it's
Welcome back to What the Blank. Now we're going into our third round here. The score is tied 1-1. So our next question is, Mary said, "My husband is so ugly, he may be the father of my children, but he looks like the father of my blank." Mary said, "My husband is so ugly, he may be the father of my children, but he looks like the father of my blank." All right, time is up. So let's hear it, Andrew. What does Mary's husband look like the father of?
I don't know, her mother?
Wow.
Is that old?
That's a little bit weird.
I don't know.
Charlie, do we have a match here?
Yes, mother.
No way.
That's the one that gets them mad.
What?
That's the one that they just clicked on.
Okay. That's a point.
Yep, it's definitely a point.
That's so weird.
No, I was
Why
just
did we
a
ever
little
doubt it?
I just did, that was totally.
Okay. Well, Michelle, did you also say mother?
I said dog.
Okay, that's a
That's
little
a
bit
good
better.
answer too.
Is that better?
Wow.
Derek?
That was incredible. I don't know how. Okay. I said burnt casserole. That's how ugly it is. It's really ugly. That's what that is.
Taylor, so what does Mary's husband look like the father of?
Not quite her mother, but her brother.
It rhymes. Give him half a point.
Wow,
Family, but
so close.
yeah, doesn't like her brother.
Mike?
Marshall, I figure their relationship's hitting hard times. He's the father of all of her problems in life.
Oh my God. Thanks for smooth sailing before she got married. Karis, have anything less depressing?
I said that he looks like the father of her pet rat.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, God. All right, so surprisingly, that was a point on the board for Andrew.
Yeah, but why?
Well done. That's 2 points for you. That was like some divine intervention. Okay, so
Somebody needs to win those disinfectant wipes, Mark.
so on our, let's get to know our last 2 contestants. Now, Mike, so you are a part-time worker at Salisbury University Commons,
Yeah, but I do have another job.
what is your full-time job?
I am
Explain it to me.
The fancy way of putting it is a stay-at-home son. You know.
Care to elaborate on that a little?
Somebody needs to be there and hold down the fort, you know, while everybody's going out making a living. I'm defending
stay
the
home,
home. Yeah.
make the food for yourself,
Yeah, and I defend the home
clean
front.
your own room every once in a while.
All right, well, it's not going to happen.
All right. And Karis, so you met somebody really interesting, and you became friends. So can you tell us who that is?
So I know a lot of people who do YouTube because I used to do YouTube myself, like a couple years ago. None of my videos were ever very good. I never made it. I never got famous. That was really the aim. I really just wanted to be famous on YouTube, and I never became famous, so I stopped.
If you had shared your videos with me, you'd be you'd be one more person more famous.
There you go. So, but I mean, you know, I still have friends and stuff from the platform, and we hung out this weekend. It was pretty fun.
Cool. So let's go on to our final question before the bonus round, of course. So, everyone get ready. This time of year, everyone is overwhelmed with stress. With countless projects and tests, it feels impossible to get ahead. Whenever I get stressed, I just put on some soothing music, sit back, and blank.
Maybe.
All right, pens down, everyone. The test is over. Kevin, what is your answer?
Well, hopefully I get in the same wavelength with Mike this time. I'm going to say drink some alcohol.
Oh, good strategy.
Yeah. Enough, baby.
All right. So, Charlie, you put on some soothing music, sit back, and blank.
Relish.
Relish.
Like the condiment or like the action?
No, we're not going to explain it. We're not going to.
Look it up
Leave it open-ended.
on Urban Dictionary.
All right. Michelle?
I said I sit back and sob.
Oh,
I almost
God.
it's just so stressful.
I know.
We actually had the same answers. I said, watch Gilmore Girls.
Love it.
Same thing.
It's the same thing, man.
Taylor?
I sit back and procrastinate. I don't.
I like that one.
Let the
mean, I'm
stress
being
wash
honest.
right over you, and before you know it, it's the end of the semester.
Yeah, and then you forget about it.
All right. So, Mike, soothing music, sit back, and what?
You know, sometimes I put on a show for my answers, Marshall, but I figured I'd get real for the last one. Watch some good old Bob Ross.
Oh, that's very soothing.
And then you get angry because he makes a friggin' masterpiece in 3 minutes.
Karis?
I wanted to choose something that embodied my personality, so I sit back, drink a cup of tea, hashtag Real Britannia.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, that is very soothing. And so, that means we have a winner here, Andrew. But the game is not over yet. We still have a bonus round to get to. We'll get to this bonus round right after our commercial break. Welcome back to What the Blank. Now, we have a winner here, but Andrew, you have not yet won our grand prize, our disinfectant wipes.
Might need those later.
So, to win these disinfectant wipes, you need to win the bonus round.
Okay.
Now, how this bonus round works is, you look at our panelists here, you pick the one that you have a psychological sixth sense with. You can connect to each other mentally, and then you two will be the only ones playing in this round.
Okay.
And you both have to pick the same answer. And if you both pick the same answer, you win our disinfectant wipes.
Okay.
So, are you guys ready? This one's a mouthful. Focus. Okay, so Andrew, pick a panelist.
Well, I think I'm going for a strong suit on this one. Kind of helped me out earlier. I'm going to go with Charlie. We kind of got one of the mindset earlier,
This is
with
my
the mother.
first bonus
luck.
round ever, actually. I've never played it before.
Oh,
You
this
asked
should be
for
a
it.
big honor for you, Charlie.
I am honored. I've been waiting for this moment.
All right. So make that mental link with each other. Get ready. Butter. Blank.
Butter blank.
Butter. Blank.
Butter blank. Butter blank?
Butter. Blank.
Butter blank.
All right. Time's up. So, Andrew, let's hear your answer.
I'm going to try like really hard. I'm looking at Charlie and I'm like thinking, I'm going to say buttercup.
Butter cup. Okay. Charlie,
Really sorry.
let's see your answer.
I said butter knife.
Oh.
Butter knife. Oh.
Oh,
All
man.
right, so you don't win the double pack of disinfectant wipes, but since you've been such a good sport, I think we can give you at least one of these disinfectant wipes. So here you go, Andrew. Thank you for watching What the Blank. I'm your host, Marshall Bailey, and we will see you next time.